You in Florida, Bobby?
I am in Alamorada.
Alamorada.
Nice.
Uneventful trip down?
We left at 8:30 and we arrived at 9 a.m. Drove through the night.
Perfect.
Where are you staying, Bobby?
The Chica Lodge.
That's a great place. That's a beautiful place. I've been there long ago.
They come down to
Sure, that is so funny. We were actually thinking about planning a trip next week down there.
That's awesome. Come on down.
Well,
Nice. How long are you going to be there, Crude?
La Chica.
Coming back on Monday.
Nice.
Isn't there a place in Tijuana called that?
Probably.
La Chica.
Probably.
That's Las Chicas.
Okay.
Hey, Holiday, can you figure out how to push the record button? I got that covered, bro.
Got it covered.
That's recording.
Just don't ask P. Diddy to do it.
I'm not sure.
Put your name on there so we know who you are.
Oh, Woody, I see you dressed for the occasion.
Well, it's a Christmas party. I can't believe you guys.
Yeah, I got the hat on. What more do you want?
Good for you. Good for you.
I'm not in my pajamas.
The question is, are you wearing pants?
That's it. Nobody stand up.
Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to.
Right.
Knock it off with those questions.
Yeah. So yeah, Holiday. That was classic about the measuring of the inseam 3 times.
Woody's thorough. He's nothing else. He's thorough.
And the shirt fit great.
Called Thigh Curious. Did that come out okay?
Perfect, he said.
Holiday's voice is a little higher these days.
Speaking of higher voices, how was that hernia surgery? That's pretty good.
It was just about as much fun as you can imagine.
Right up there with colonoscopies.
Did you want to see the scar, Bada Bing?
Hey, whatever it takes.
We can compare scars.
Very good. We'll do
Actually, Bada Bing can't. Well, maybe he'll be able to compare a scar soon. You need to get that handled. So you got a scar to talk about.
We can do that surgery for him. I got a pocket knife right here.
Yeah. I
I
bring the sutures.
There you go. Tequila.
Tequila.
The pocket knife.
We're good.
Hat to sew you up. We're good.
We're good. We're good.
I like it. I like it.
We just
Pee-wee's
may not.
in the
Just
house.
hope we
Pee-wee.
don't sneeze.
Pee-wee is here.
Pee-wee's in the house.
P. Diddy gets the chat fest going.
Yeah.
Pee-wee, I see you
out.
streaking across the town every once in a while on your bike.
What is
He's muted too.
Yeah, somebody
Rookie.
teach Pee-wee how to use the unmute.
There we go.
is Zamboni in the red light district? Is that
He's probably just getting ready to do the workout.
okay?
Getting ready to run.
I'm running before, so I got a pre-running workout with Tiny. I'm gonna go meet him now at the green.
Probably wasn't very.
What are you running from?
What? What happened to sweatshop now? All the sweatshop guys are like a little bit upset that your guys are doing like the Christmas party right on our workout.
Didn't you already have a party?
We have our own
One
party.
day a year.
Well, so you have your own party. That kind of answers your question there, Hoss.
Hey, if you're silly enough to work out at night, this is what you deserve.
Look at you. Look at you guys.
Genghis is looking good.
Genghis dressed.
Yeah, there you go.
Love the hat, Genghis.
Every day.
Even golf's in that thing.
Haven't seen the con hat in a while.
That's right.
That's what she said.
What a bing, that's you. Hey, what? Couple reps.
Hey, Notorious, how you feeling, buddy?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Knees Hooker's been getting his hooks into me, so
Yeah.
he's pushing me along.
That's what she
You're in
said.
good hands with that
So
hooker.
you're
Yeah.
saying that you hang out on your knees with a hooker?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, we're in a flat screen.
Well, we'll give it a couple minutes. It's 8 after. We got 26 guys on here, so
Got 2 squiggies.
yeah, so maybe 25 guys.
Now, which one do you want to keep? The D knock or the David knock?
I kind of like D knock. It seems like
I don't know.
it's a little tougher sounding.
It's like a rap.
I'm back from the dead, man.
Hey, Holiday, you better
rappers.
hurry up.
I think he is worth 2 of us. So-
Holiday, you got to hurry up because the free version of Zoom ends in what?
We got 40 minutes.
Holiday,
There we
you really
go.
got, Holiday, you really got 2 hours worth of material?
I don't think so. I don't think so, but we'll see. I figure if Bada Bing starts riffing, it could be. We could be.
Could be. We already got his joke in the chat. If anybody wants to do the punchline.
Thank you, P. Diddy.
Hey, has anyone seen Shakespeare?
It's my homeboy shirt.
Who hasn't been around? Has he been
I've-
around?
Yeah, I've seen Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see Shakespeare every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he was at a night workout the other day.
Yeah.
He's good.
He'll be at the track tomorrow, 5 o'clock.
Yeah, all the action's tomorrow at 5.
That's just damn dumb.
What part of this is Tater?
5 o'clock. 5 o'clock. There's like a line drawn there somewhere. Especially when you got to go out of town so far to do it, because
Yeah,
that's what you're talking
true.
about down at Bailey, right?
Don't knock
until
you tried it.
And you're traveling out of town. 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's in town for some of us, right, Moonlight? I know. That's 5 minutes from my house.
Had to get a hotel in order to go to the daggone workout.
Got to quarantine when you get back.
Quarantine, yeah. If you can get through the gate,
That's right.
save Davidson. The partisans would be waiting for you.
You guys didn't give Duval the link, right?
No.
Who?
That's what I just needed to double check. That's good.
He said he's going to be on, but he's going to be a couple minutes late. So
Easy in the house.
That's okay. Don't let him in. Don't let him in. Don't let him in.
Who is that stranger?
Is Heister on like a tactical ops mission or something in the red there?
I'm just getting ready to go run.
What are you running from?
Look at Heister. What is he going on there?
Show off.
I already got a lot of grief here by the morning folks here, so I'm not gonna say anything.
He's cheating on you, sweatshop. He's cheating on you.
So listen, if Sweatshop is not gonna get recognized in this meeting, I'm just gonna hang up now, okay?
well, actually, there's a couple mentions, Zamboni, so you may want to stick on. I know you got to run
All right.
to do your workout, but
I'll run with my phone.
Wow.
Tiny's gonna be with me, so
That's gonna make me dizzy.
So is
Probably-
running with your phone kind of what you're shaming us? Is that what's?
no, I'm telling you guys, we're running 15 miles tonight, so I'm just want to make sure.
Oh my God.
I'm just
put yourself
kidding.
on
I'm just
mute.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Go off.
Dan, the question is why?
So we gotta run, and then I'll leave it open for the workout, so everybody can see the the sweatshop workout.
Fidel is in the house.
Hey, Zamboni. He's gone.
No, he's still there.
They can hear us? Or no?
Yeah, he's there.
if you don't have the chat open, you should probably open your chat to take full advantage of Bada Bing's. Right or wrong, we made him the chat room monitor. So
Got a couple of them tucked away in there,
all right. Well, we're about quarter after. We got we'll get things going. Appreciate everybody being on the call. We don't know quite what to expect in this format. We hope that next year we're back at Crude's or someplace together for sure. A couple of us got together and put together an agenda, but I'm sure the best part of the call will when we go off agenda. I know for myself, it's been a tough year, a lot of isolation. It's been tough. I mean, neighbors, as you walk down the street, across the other side, they don't want to see you. My customers aren't taking meetings with me. It's been tough. And then on top of all that, the pandemic hit. So it's been a tough year. Well, we want to have start out things with our statesman, Crude. Crude's going to kind of welcome us. He started the call. If you weren't on this earlier, he mentioned that he had to step outside to present whatever he's going to say here because it was not family friendly. So if you've got others in the room, you want to ask them to leave, and I'll turn things over to Crude. If you are somewhere, especially if you've got background noise, mute if you're not talking, and we'll kick things off with Crude.
All right, gents, welcome. Merry Christmas. First of all, I'd like to thank Tater and Stout for running the schedules and the comms this year. Listen, we can't, nobody will ever measure up the holiday, but I mean, we did our best, but for sure the schedules and keeping all that moving is critical. So thank you guys for doing that. It has been a hard year. I think each of us have, made sacrifices. Some folks are not working out or working out completely alone. I encourage you guys, when you feel comfortable, come on back. We are there, and I think it's, relatively safe for everybody. But listen, without the M's that back us every day to make things happen, we're nothing. So I want to share a little poem, how we've honored the M's, and just know that we're thinking about them. And so here it goes. Here's to the girls in their little red shoes. They spend all our money and drink all our booze. They don't have cherries, but that's no sin. They still have the boxes of cherries came in. So, in the spirit of what I think is about to come, I think that's a great way to get started. Back to you, Holiday.
All right, thanks, Crude. Appreciate it.
Hey, Holiday, sorry, I got to chime in. We talked about this last Saturday, right, at the Post. You talk about the M, so this is very appropriate. Everybody says, hey, grow a pair of balls. I said, balls? Hey, you just ding them. They're so sensitive. You got to grow a fucking vagina. Now that a bowling ball comes out of that shit. Speaking of M's, that's tough. There you go. That's all. Grow a vagina, not a pair of balls.
Where's the mute all button? All right, we have
contributions are going to be through the chat channel, Bada Bing.
Yeah, that's
what happened to that.
I forgot.
Are maybe potentially or not even potentially looking around. I mean, Genghis has got the hat, but I think if we gave best dress, we definitely give it to Baby Back. And Baby Back is on with us, but has a commitment at 6:30. So we want to go from Crude, turn it over to Baby Back, who's going to bless us with his holiday wisdom.
Hey guys, I thought it was a Christmas party, so I dressed up. I mean, I can't believe you guys. But that being said, I did not have a chance to prepare anything. I got the email from Holiday, and he joked about measuring at the sample sale and measuring his inseam 3 different times. That was actually not a joke. It was true. But Holiday, you said that was our little secret. I was very upset about that, but
don't say little, Baby Back. Let's just say secret.
Anyway, it's I've just been swamped. It's been crazy around here. I didn't have a chance to prepare much of anything. And just this morning, I was driving down the highway, and my wife Adria called me sort of frantically and said, "Honey, be careful out there. I just heard on the news there's some asshole driving the wrong way on I-77." And I said, I know, but there's not just one, there's hundreds of them. Anyway, it's crazy. Shopping. I had to go out and get dog food for our Doberman Lucy. We had run out, didn't have any idea. We went to PetSmart, got one of those 20-pound bags of Purina dog chow. I go to pay for it, and there's a line a mile long. There's 6 people in front of me, 6 people behind me. I'm carrying this 20-pound bag of Purina dog chow, and this woman behind me says, "You have a dog?" And I sort of look around and I look at the bag, and what is she thinking? I have an elephant? And I thought, I've got some time here. I'm going to have a little bit of fun with her. I said, no, actually, I don't have a dog. I'm for the second time, I'm taking the Purina diet, it worked for me in the past. I lost 40 pounds on this thing, and before I knew it, I wound up in the hospital. But it worked, and here's what you do. You take the little kibbles and you fill all your pockets with the kibbles. It's nutritionally correct. And anytime you're hungry during the course of the day, you just eat some of that. And she said, oh my gosh, well, what happened? Did you wind up in the hospital because of food poisoning? I said, no, I was walking and I stopped to take a pee on a fire hydrant and I got hit by a car. Anyway, enough of the true stories. I do have one joke for you. Three guys sitting at a bar, and a drunk walks in, and he goes right over to the 3 guys, and he says to the guy in the middle, he says, your mother is the best lay in town. And everyone in the bar turns around and thinks, surely there's going to be a fight. But the guy just ignores the drunk, goes back to his drink. The drunk goes down to the end of the bar and sits there. And about 10 minutes later, the drunk comes back and said, I just screwed your mom. And this guy still didn't take the bait. He was very, very patient, and just sat there with his drink. Drunk goes back to the other end of the bar. Sure enough, 10 minutes later, comes back and says, and she enjoyed it. And finally, the guy in the middle turns around and says, go home, Dad, you're drunk. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. Back to Holiday.
All right. Well, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it. I noticed that Bag Boy jumped on, so glad to have our former Nantan, as everyone knows, Swing State's taken over as Nantan. Bag Boy, appreciate all your hard work and leadership over the last couple of years. Appreciate it. I don't think Swing State's on, but I don't know how many know that Swing State was actually named because he posted on Election Day in 2016. So he was named Swing State. We actually had someone post on election night this year, and their name is Fake News, Stop the Steal, Rigged Election, Bogus Mail-in Election. Let's start it again. His name is Fake News, Stop the Steal, Rigged Election, Bogus Mail-in Votes. But because that's a mouthful, as you can tell, we're just going to call him Hacker.
Nice one.
All right, so we have some awards to give out, and most of them are frivolous and in good nature. Some are remotely serious, but we want to turn it over first to the first set of awards to Tater.
All right. Thank you, sir. So I got a couple of awards to hand out here. So thanks for everyone for putting those in the Das Boat survey. So the first one is the Relentless Cheer Award. And this one kind of makes me nervous because I'm always afraid that he's going to re-injure his foot when he does this. But Mr. Stump Jumper is our Relentless Cheer Award. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you haven't been with Stump Jumper anytime recently. So congrats to Stumpy. The next one's kind of interesting for me because I saw that. So what we did is we gathered these awards, and then Das Boat kind of pushed them out across 3 different segments. And I get the Golden Underpants Award. And I'm not really sure what to do with the Golden Underpants Award. And it says the nomination came from Spinarkle. So I emailed Spinarkle, and this might be funnier than the award, is the emails, plural, 3, that I got back from Spinarkle. So I said to Spinarkle, Golden Underpants Award, ? Help me out. And at first at 12:48 p.m., I get Bada Bing's ongoing joke. He says whenever he goes to his doctor and requests a sample of urine, stool, semen, and so forth for testing, he just hands the doc his underwear. Now that's the crux of his joke, but it's getting layered and augmented and more silly and vulgar as time goes by, mostly as to whose underwear Tom gives his doc that still contains his DNA. So there you go. Later that same minute, I get from Peter Smith, attorney, by the way, thus my suggested name, end of email. 9 minutes later, I guess he thought some more about his email string, and I get, see where it can get funny or nasty is whose underwear you say you're giving your doc that contains your sample for testing. And it could say a lot about the underwear donor's bad habits. So for example, if you said my doctor's asked and I gave him my sister-in-law's underwear with my sample, it gets profane for some, or funny, or just stupid. So that's Spinarkle's explanation of his nomination. So in case you didn't catch that, Bada Bing gets the Golden Underpants Award.
There you go. Very nice.
And that's a glorious.
Explain every award. That's the best.
And I see that that Diddy and Das Boat were giving the award away in the chat earlier. So the next one I'm calling the Bat Signal Award. So you may not know this, but when Holiday handed over the scheduling to me, it wasn't just, you might think it's an Excel spreadsheet or something. There's actually a whole staff here at F3 Davidson headquarters that handles scheduling for us. And we've got a mainframe, we call it the Whopper over in the corner. It's named after an old movie perhaps, but it takes a lot of work to get that schedule cranked out. But the thing is as long as, even these guys are working overtime and getting us good stuff, sometimes we just don't have the cues. So we got to send up the bat signal. And I will say, I do not even have to ask Moonlight, Das Boat, or Stout if they want to cue. You just fill them in and figure they'll work it out. So I want to extend some appreciation to those 3 gentlemen and others with the Bat Signal Award for standing up and queuing. This one is nicely called the Self-Administered CSOP Award. It's really the dumbass award, if you want to know my opinion. It goes to Mind Freak and hackers. So some of you might already know what I'm talking about. So they actually paid money and drove to, I think, Northern Virginia for the opportunity to run 50 miles through trails of Northern Virginia. So Mind Freak and Hacker get the Self-Administered Dumbass CSOP Award. The last one I want to give before handing over is actually a positive one. So in case you guys didn't know, Lake Norman Man of the Year is awarded every year. Somehow Duval got it one time, which is kind of weird. But this past year, for the Lake Norman Man of the Year, our own Crude is the Lake Norman Man of the Year for the Davidson pack. So way to go, Crude. We appreciate you. We love you. Thanks for all you do, brother.
Here's to all the winners and Crude.
Thank
Clink.
you. Thank you.
Clink.
Clink.
Yeah, speech.
No speech. Keep going.
All right.
Hey, Holiday, before you go, I've got to run. It's 6:30. I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. I wish I could stay on, but love you all. And hope to get back to where I can be posting at the Green more often than I post at Pain Lab. But Merry Christmas to you all and your families. Love you all.
Maybe
Can we
back.
tell-
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, Tell Zay Boney to wait up
Merry
for you.
Christmas.
Debo spilled the beans. He said you're headed over to the Pines for a magic show.
Maybe I got you a new tape measure for Christmas. I don't want to spoil it, but
Yeah, great. I hope it's pink. All right.
it'll be under the tree.
Yep. It's only 1 inch long though.
Yeah, those are millimeters, not inches.
So as far as the man of the year, is there going to be a vote recount on that or any kind of court challenging?
Is it contested?
Yeah.
So the Dominion systems, they computed everything for us.
Oh, okay.
That's how it came out. So a lot of mail-in votes came in this time. I'm not sure.
I got a note from Duval. He's asking for a recount.
He wants to make Lake Norman great again.
I want to try one thing here. We said we weren't going to do slides and so forth, but I do want to share one thing. And so I'll share my screen here. And we asked for COVID hair photos from the group. We didn't get a lot of results, but we did get a couple of good ones. We thought this was a COVID hair photo, but it's not. We're not exactly sure what Fairy Godfather submitted to us.
Fairy Snotfather.
Yeah, Fairy Snotfather. First place in the facial hair division is
nice.
We also need to check for an ankle monitoring device.
Yes, is that a mugshot?
Yes.
Oh my God.
The device on his ankle isn't a race.
Thank you. Thank you.
Worked hard on that.
This next one, I don't think I could oversell it, but first place for COVID hair is Captain Caveman. I mean,
whoa,
there's
a beautiful man right there.
There's a lot to unpack in this photo. I mean, you've got the Aurora Borealis behind him. You've got the look. I mean, that is a glorious, glorious photo. So,
Hey, Holiday, do you remember Oscar Gamble from 1977, that baseball card? That's him right there, brother.
all he needs is like a small.
Or
I want
Bob
to say
Ross, or Bob Ross, the painter.
he worked hard on that, guys.
Oh, it shows.
Is he bringing back the fro? Is that
Beard to fro.
And the man bun.
Yeah.
Nice.
If Caveman is wrong, I don't want to be right.
And so then
a
finally,
race
we
pad
have
there, though.
our very own superhero, Hawkeye, one of our many superheroes with his COVID shot. So we want to thank Hawkeye and everybody who's on the front lines taking care of us. So those were our COVID shots. Next thing we want to do is turn over for a couple more awards. We are at Stout's going to be up next giving some awards. We have a couple games. We figured, how's this thing going? Maybe there'll be some lulls. We'll have some games. So right after Stout is done, we're going to play two games. The first one is, if I did this on a work call, would I get fired? And the second game is called, does this look infected? So if you want to play either of those games, send Bada Bing a chat on it. We got
Devo, come on, Devo.
Yes.
Oh.
Devo Devo just won both games. He would get fired, and yes, that definitely looked infected. We're gonna turn it over to Stout for the next wave of awards.
All right. Thank you, Holiday, and good evening and Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll run through these really quickly because I'm actually looking forward to those two games. But for the second kind of phase of awards, the very first one we want to give out, which someone titled the Super Quarantine Recognition Award. I actually want to rename it the Jimmy Hoffa Award because for obvious reasons, we haven't seen these brothers around for obvious reasons. But that goes to Devo, OC, Cinderella, and Tater.
Yeah.
So there are recipients of the 2000 2020 Jimmy Hoffa Award. So good to see your faces
We
here
miss
this
you.
evening.
That's right.
The next award, I don't think we have Riptide on, do we? Is the 300 award. So for those of you that see Riptide every day, I think he kind of rips out at least 300, push-ups on a daily basis. So I don't recommend working out with him and doing a push-up competition because he'll kick your rear end. So congrats to Riptide for that daily accomplishment. So the next award, I think there's Pusher in the corner. So the next award is what we call Pushing the Outer Limits Award. Pusher, do you want to do the honors?
Yeah, that's fine. Can you hear me?
We can.
Sure can.
And I had the recipient on, and unfortunately, I think he jumped off. We didn't quite make it in time. But I like that name you've given it, Stout, and I kind of think of this as the Outer Limits Man of the Year award. And this individual has definitely become the lifeblood of the Outer Limits workout. And he has actually started a second workout out here at Summers Walk, a ruck on Mondays. This is all his doing. And he has also just initiated a first Saturday of the month workout here at Outer Limits. And he is definitely the mumble chatter and Slack chatter champ of Outer Limits. And you've already recognized him once for his snot, and that is Wes, Fairy Godfather Richardson. So we're real happy that Wes is with us out here. He's only been coming to F3 for a couple of years, and he's made a huge difference out here at Outer Limits. So we'll have to tell him about this award.
Excellent.
Thanks, Stout.
Awesome.
Thanks, Pusher.
Well, his award, as with all the awards, will be mailed after we get them engraved. And,
With the check, right?
yeah, with the check. Yeah,
So.
a lot of people.
All right, moving right along. Kind of the next award is what we're calling the Z SOP award. And for those that know, a CSOP is something that's completely stupid and utterly pointless. We're gonna change this to a Z for Zamboni, who decided to kind of pull together a group to run a virtual marathon last month. And I can't remember how many people had finished, but congrats to Zamboni for that hard work. And for those of you that joined him for that last 4-mile run, it was classic. I mean, probably 100 or 200 yards into that last 4-mile run, he falls down in the middle of the road. We had people stopping, wanting to call 911. We had guys who had trained with him for the last few months kind of in his grill, dragging him literally down South Street, one foot in front of the other. But, probably, an hour later or so, he crossed the finish line, all 26 plus, miles. So when you see Zamboni, well, there he is out again in the corner. Running. Congratulate him for that.
Still running.
Hey, by the way, we ended up getting about $2,000 for a fundraiser.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So not just, the fitness point piece, but bringing up charity along the way. So congrats, Zamboni. I know Tiny, finished it with you as well. So congrats to you guys. And then real quickly, the last award that I'm going to give out this evening, we called the Man Bun of the Year. I'm going to rename that to Didn't Quite Make the Game of Thrones Extras Cut. And that goes to Captain Caveman. So I think you guys have probably seen the picture already. So congrats to Caveman.
All right.
You also get the
Oh,
award
there he
for
is.
incorporating
Yay! Got the
Christmas
bun?
music.
You got the bun?
No bun, just came from work. No bun at work.
All right. Well, congratulations, brother.
Thank you.
He also does a great job incorporating Christmas music into workouts.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, Holiday, back to you, my friend.
All right. Well, appreciate it. I did want to mention, this is more on the serious side. This time of year, everyone gets together and starts planning your goals for next year, your New Year's resolutions. So with that, the corporate office that Tater talked about. The corporate office is putting together it's called the F3 Academy. They're going to offer some courses to better yourself. These will be free, just like our workouts. They'll be peer-led, just like our workouts. The curriculum's still being worked out, but a couple of the classes that will be coming your way in 2021, to reach out to all the 2.0s, all our kids, we are going to offer a junior cotillion class. As you know, that's all about manners and etiquette, and the professor for that class will be Bada Bings. So, stepping up. It's a pilot program, but we hope you can work with the kids.
We're going to start with how you talk, right?
Forget about it, huh?
Hey, forget about it, huh?
One of the other classes is learning a second language. Probably a lot of. I've read that a lot of adults regret that they gave up piano lessons and they gave up, learning another language. So we're going to have a second language course. This is actually going to be an online one. This isn't going to meet in person, so you can begin this anytime over the holidays. Your coursework to get ready for the class is to read Zamboni's social media feed. Towards your second language. And then I don't think he's on here because he's probably out on a date, but we're going to have a class called How to Juggle Multiple Bromances. And that's going to be taught by Swamp Thing. And his co-teachers will be Jolly Roger, Swing State, and Creeper, because he loves them all very much. All right, with that, we're going to turn it over to Das Boot for the next round of awards.
All righty. So next one here is for one of our newbies this year, who I think gets Rookie of the Year as well. It's the Leading with Your Face Award, which goes to Cowbell for, apparently, I wasn't there for this, for face planting onto the pavement during a Canucks workout and somehow managed to soldier through and finish that workout. Well, that sounds pretty special to me. I wish I was there to see that. The next is the Double Respect Award, the Respect Award. I think we've kind of cycled through it this year, figuring out how we recognize those who have not only passed 50, but passed 60 as well. I think there was some brief thoughts about it being the honor shout out, but it ended up just being respect. And this one goes to Moonlight, who turned 50 this year and still leads in the pack with just about everything, is at the front of the pack, whether it's at a post, whether it's running one of these stupid CSOPs, which involve running more than 10 steps, which is stupidity in my mind anyway, riding a bike somewhere, hiking, whatever it is, the man does it all, and he's still hanging out there. You would never know that he was 60 unless you look at his face and his hairline, I guess.
Speech.
There you go. And then the final. Yeah, you're welcome. The final is the Resiliency Award here. I think we've had a couple get more than one award tonight. This one goes to Bada Bang, who this year turned 60 and survived it. Got COVID and survived it. Got a stent and survived it. And apparently, most tragically, in this nomination did come from the good Captain Man Bun here. Tragically, also sold his dirt bikes, which is probably the thing that got him the closest to the grave there. And there you go. So
Didn't
those are
you
my
face
words.
plant going down a mountain on a mountain bike as well?
Oh no, that was last year.
Sorry. Okay.
Punctured a lung.
That could have been the start of everything, but
I was trying to keep up with Canuck. 4 stints at once. I tried to get there. I just couldn't get there.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that.
More bacon.
There you go. Keep eating like crap, and they'll put you back on, and they'll load you up.
Yeah, I'm there.
That's funny.
Good one.
I wonder if Canuck was even awake for a few minutes there.
What the mute button's for.
So last piece for me here before I return it to Holiday to close this out here, and a little bit more serious note. I'm I'm going to channel Gnarly Goat for a couple moments here. If anyone got a chance to hear Gnarly Goat at the Lake Norman Christmas party or made the Army Navy game, which was a thin showing this year, gentlemen. Next year, let's see you do a little bit better here. I don't care what the weather's like. It was a bit of the just a recognition of life and how in the midst of all of this nastiness going on, there are many, many bright spots and many silver linings. So I thought I would take the opportunity to turn this into my own version of this. And I think probably most of us have our own version of this year. So in this year, my personal experience has included a pandemic, which all of us have experienced, but a few months after the virus began making its rounds around the country here after 26 years of marriage, my wife and I concluded that our run was over. So I'm getting divorced in the middle of a pandemic. So that added some interest to the year. And not long after that, I realized that I had a hernia and was going to have to get my groin sliced open and stitched back together in the midst of all of this, which takes me away from my rock in life, which is F3. But on the flip side of that, my life is full of silver linings, and things are actually fantastic for me. And if you stare down the bright side of these things, as I've gone through my personal journey, my relationship with my boys, who are both still teenagers, if you can believe this, has gotten so much closer and stronger. We found ways to get together and spend time together. And I've also found time to get together with my extended family in ways that I wasn't before. So that's been really rewarding for me. My business has grown by leaps and bounds this year. Digital companies, it turns out, thrive in pandemics. So from my perspective, we should have more of them. And with no travel of any sort, I've managed to make a whole lot more workouts, a whole lot more consistently this week. It does turn out the divorce is very slimming too. So I've managed to bring increasing levels of pain to those workouts. And of all years, I think we all say this, and we all mean it from the heart. And this is one of the years when I have personally got to experience it in ways that I don't think I ever really have before. I get to say thank you to all of you, because in this year, F3 has borne me up in ways that I don't think it ever has before. And this year, I've really gotten to lean on all of you, even while I've made you pick up sandbags and huck them around. So thank you all. Holiday, back to you.
Well,
hey, Das Boot, you got to read the chat, brother.
Was there some comment about the silicone yarmulke here? Anybody who wants to know that particular story, share.
No, there was a question whether you were done pitching Salesforce.
My notes had me making a dick joke about Tiny posting cigar pictures on Facebook, but it seems inappropriate. So I won't make that joke. So the next and final award is our Most Hated Q award. This has been given out, I think, each year that there's a Christmas party, and we've got a couple Qs that are retired from the award. P. Diddy and Chim Chim, I think, both are no longer in the running for the award. So we'll start with fifth place for Most Hated Q. We are sending out about 6 more emails between now and when I finish announcing the winners. So they'll be out there. Click on the link. It doesn't work. We'll send another email after that works. But number five, hated by 32% of the packs, is Stout.
Yeah.
Welcome to the club with hatred there, Stout. Nice.
Stout.
Nasty.
Tied for 4th, and they may be together right now at the sweatshop. Tied for 4th with 36% is Tiny and the Grouch. 3rd place, our very own Not Nantan Emeritus, Bag Boy with 38%. Thank you, Bag Boy.
Yeah.
Always bringing it. It was good to be out at the Brickmas Tree recently, an annual tradition that Bag Boy leads. Number
We
2.
do it on the 28th.
28th again, Brickmas Tree redo.
Yep.
All right, mark your calendar, bring your bricks. Number 2, Scrum is hated by 45% of the PAX. And in first place, because he ran the voting, is Das Boot. He gets to keep his jacket and wear it for another year. He has one more year till retirement and no longer eligible. So lift your glasses as he would have you lift a sandbag, I guess.
Cheers.
That's right.
Lift that damn thing on your own right now because I can't do it.
All right, congratulations.
All right, so I am going to turn it over to P. Diddy. A couple years ago, P. Diddy read a poem that he wrote about the night before F3 or the night before the gloom, something to that effect. And since then, was the night before F3 is the official title. Since then, it's been rolled out a couple times to have us redo it. So as we were kind of putting things together, we put him on the spot and gave him no time to tweak things and ask him if he would do us the favor and the honor of giving us a 2020 version of his "Twas the Night Before F3." So P. Diddy, you're on.
All right, so everybody first, give me 10 burpees. How about that? No, not gonna happen.
I give you 9 burpees here.
Okay, nice. No, I'll do this. It's funny because it's one of these things that I've done a couple of times and I have not had time to update it. So it's going to be familiar to a lot of you guys, and I'm going to cut it down for Zoom purposes just to keep it shorter. But the point of it is just to say, you know, thanks for F3 and let's have some fun. And, you know, Duval is the theme of this thing and he's not even here. So anyway, well, here we go.
He doesn't even post
All right.
anymore.
Doesn't even post.
You can't even
So
do
maybe next year someone else can do it, or someone can come up with another person to put in here besides Duval. All right. 'Twas the night before F3, when all through the green, not a creature was stirring except COVID-19.
Oh.
The pavers were stacked in the church parking lot in hopes by the faithful they'd not be forgot. The packs were all nestled, snug tight in fart sacks, with visions of burpees and ladders and stacks. Chim Chim in his onesie, and Easy his crib. Crude slept at his table, still wearing his bib. When out on the green, there arose mumbled chatter. Packs rushed from their homes to see what was the matter. Problematic the number of high-impact men who rushed to the AO, prepared to begin. The moon cast a light on the midwinter gloom, giving rise to the notion a workout starts soon. When what to our wondering eyes should appear but a big goofy Q dressed in black F3 gear. He was a tall, gangly fellow, so lanky. Don't fall. I knew in a moment it must be Duval. All right, so I'm skipping like 10 verses here so we can get to the good part. His arms, how they dangled. His cadence, deliberate. Quick side straddle hop, he'd never consider it. His wide, toothy smile barked orders and more. To the church and the school, we have much left in store. More pull-ups and pavers, more hills and more merkins, more burpees and Mary. We just kept on working. And finally, back to the green. We were done for the day, or so it had seemed. But Duval said, we're not done, just a couple more minutes. It wasn't that hard. Together we'll finish. But the packs, they revolted. We've all had enough. Your time limit's up. We're tired of your stuff. Then Duval and the packs stood together, near dead, and the only response was, that's what she said. The one joke now uttered, the workout now done, the nicknames and ages gone through one by one. The group formed a ball, bowed their head and gave thanks for fitness, fellowship, faith among ranks. The weight loss and fun times, both measured in tons, help make us good fathers, neighbors, and sons. So on this great night of celebration and cheer, raise a glass to F3 full of Kool-Aid or beer. And together we'll toast all the men in this room. Merry Christmas to all. See you all in the gloom.
Man,
Wow.
awesome. That's probably your best one yet.
Cheers, guys.
Nice
Cheers.
work, PD.
Nice job. That was awesome.
Nice work.
All right. Love you guys. and miss you.
Nicely
We'll be back soon.
done.
Yeah, you
Herd
gotta come
immunity, herd immunity is coming. We'll be back
Yes.
soon. So
As always, well done, Diddy. And I wrote down a couple things as Dave was teeing that up. And Bada Bing, you may want to pay attention. But I heard Diddy say, "I've done this a few times. I haven't really updated. It's going to be quick. I'm skipping so we could get to the good part."
there you go. It's a layup. It's a layup.
Bada Bing.
He delivers a softball.
Come on.
Come on, Bada Bing.
That's what she said.
There it is.
I'm trying to hold off.
Wait, someone mentioned in the chat, a caveman, that Cheesy's got Uranus on your head. Perfect. That's good work there, Captain.
Yeah, it might be Saturn, but I'm pretty sure it's Uranus.
Yeah, Saturn is not funny at all.
Come on now.
Oh,
Hey, Cheesy, have you made the appointment?
No, sir. I've almost found a doctor.
oh my gosh, I see a
Cheesy, you know what's going to happen, man. We're going to pin you down on the green and do it ourselves. So,
As long as it ain't crude, he's got big hands.
Don't let me
Hey.
chase you down.
Hey, we're going to bring RBG out of retirement. He knows exactly where to go. He'll go through the top, then back up to the bottom and figure out whether you're clean or not.
I will. We were thinking about something, and I know I've said it at least half a dozen times of turning things serious, but we did talk about how we could kind of end things, and a lot of times we'll do something where we bring clothing or toys for a toy drive at an event. And we're not able to do that this time because we're not here, but there's a ton of good stuff that you can get involved in over the holidays. Tater's going to give us one specific that's an ask from F3 and something we're going to kind of ask a call to action for the PAX. I will tell you, if you're looking for something to get involved in over the holidays, we don't lack for men that are involved and reach out to anyone. I'm involved in a charity called Little Smiles, and we bring toys and whatever a kid needs to get a little smile at a hospital. And this past week, there was an event for Caterpillar Ministries at Lake Forest Church. They had something where families could come in and shop toys. When it was over, they had toys left over. So they called us and said, can you use these toys? And this week we have visits to our storage unit from the Ronald McDonald House and Levine's Children's Hospital and a couple other of our healthcare providers. So we said, we'll definitely take the toys. And we have kids that are getting care, that are in the hospital. So typically when we have things like bikes and sports equipment, we have a partner at Toys for Tots that we give those toys to them. So I called my buddy Neil at Toys for Tots and said, we have a couple things that were left over. Can we bring those to you? And he said, don't take them to me, take them to Angels and Sparrows, because they're having an event tomorrow, Friday, where they're going to have a toy drive or a toy giveaway. So the two takeaways from that are, we live in a very prosperous area that has, it's hard to imagine someone doesn't have everything they need, but there's a lot of folks that are in need during this time. And we also have a lot of folks that are doing good out there. So find something to do, sink your teeth into, and show the male community leadership that is the lifeblood of F3. So having said that, a nice segue into an actual call to action, and Tater and the NASCAR boys up in.
Yes, speaking of blood, so you might have seen if you're on Twitter or whatnot, the F3 Free to Bleed group that's going on. So F3, it started down in Metro and has gone national already. Is working with the Red Cross for for blood donations. And the goal this year is to get to 1,000 units. And the goal next year is to get to 10,000 units, 10th anniversary, 10,000 units. So they looking for us to help them get them over the 1,000 line this year. There's a blood drive. DCPC has donated the space at the Congregation House, and the Red Cross is looking for F3 to lead to give some arms, to bleed a little bit, and also to volunteer. So on the 30th of December, so what is that, 2 weeks from yesterday, there'll be a blood drive at DCPC, and I'll send out a lot of more information, signups and all that. But if you think about how, as a kid, at my high school, we did it every year, right? We had a blood drive. Businesses have blood drives. Those things have been closed this year. So the Red Cross is really struggling to get the blood that is needed, because the accidents are still happening, right? The surgeries are still happening. So I'll send out something soon. They're looking to get 29 pints out of us. Hey, we got 31 of us on this Zoom call. So that should be a layup for F3 Lake Norman. So more to come for the Free to Bleed Davidson edition.
Awesome.
Hey Tater, I gave a couple weeks ago at DUMC. They run a really, really tidy process during these times. So I can't give, and I won't be in town, but yeah, go do it.
Yeah, thanks, Connect. Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah, they did mention, mask and all that, and they'll give them to you if you don't have them, and they're spacing out. So they're being careful, and it'll be at that Congregation House, which is a pretty big space. So
awesome. So that's the end of our program. We talked about, I think everybody's done a good job with muting, unmuting, and talking and so forth. So we talked about if we just kind of, open it up. If there's, in my church growing up, we had a joys and concerns session in the middle of the service. So if anyone's got joys or concerns, if anybody wants to bust balls, if anybody wants to invite somebody to a workout, we've got the call. We're at an hour, so we kind of planned for an hour and a half, but we didn't know how long the planned program would go. So we're going to stay on the line if everybody wants to hang out, and maybe we'll start with a toast and a cheer, and everybody raise a glass to good times with good friends. And thanks for everybody that put some time into preparing. It's a lot of fun to get together like this. Wish it was in person, but here's to everybody.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Here, here.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
You mute him?
1, 2, 3.
Hey, I want to say hi from all the guys from Sweatshop right here.
Was there 2 of you?
There's actually
Looks like one.
actually
I see a tree.
Yeah.
we're actually 20 something guys right now.
Nice.
All right, guys. I gotta go do a workout. See you, boys.
easy.
Yeah.
Hey, Holiday, I'm usually short on words. I'll throw a thought out there, right? So one day God comes to Adam, right, for a brief discussion, and he says, Adam, I
You could get struck by lightning doing this.
and I got some bad news, God said, right? Adam looked at, thought, said, okay, please give me the good news first. Smiling, God says, okay, I've created 2 new organs for you. One is called a brain. This organ will allow you to be very intelligent, create new things, and carry on productive conversations with your M. The other organ is called a penis, because it will allow you to reproduce your intelligent life, right? And just begin populating the planet. Eve will be very pleased now that you are equipped with this organ, and she will be able to conceive children. Adam was excited. He says, these are great and wonderful gifts you've given me. What could possibly be bad news after such good tidings? God then looked up at Adam and said with great sorrow, the bad news is I only gave you enough blood to operate one of these organs at a time. Boom, boom. I kept it clean. I kept it clean. I didn't say nothing about your mother, right? I didn't go there. You know, I didn't say your mother's butt is so hairy that they have a sign out of Yellowstone saying don't feed the bears. I didn't say that.
Anyone top that? Follow that? Anyone want to top that or follow that?
No.
So I gave him my underwear.
I just want to run away now.
I say we have Spinarkle playing another award. That
Right. Well,
Kangas is leaving to have dinner with his 12,000 children.
Hi.
Where's Genghis? I saw before he had the toilet seat was up and he had a plunger sitting behind him. What was up with that?
Well, I guess is this thing about over? Merry Christmas. guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Diddy, that's what she said.
A perfect ending.
Hey, Merry
All
Christmas, everybody.
That's
You
not
did
what
good,
you
guys,
said.
after so long.
This is almost.
Yeah, thank you guys for doing this.
Who's posting tomorrow morning?
Yeah, who's posting tomorrow morning? There we
Not
go.
me.
All right.
All right, guys.
Hey, Biscuit.
Merry Christmas.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
You know.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Bye, Cruz.
Ciao.